I was kind of asking them about whether like magic as in fantasy and fairy tale and stuff, like where does that actually come from? And they said it's not imagination. Like really you don't have imagination. What you have is connections to other dimensions and connections to other experiences. You remember those experiences, and then your imagination writes them into a, it's like your mind is processing it in a way that it can construct a reality around it. But that also, because so many of us observe by watching, reading, listening to fantasy stories or whatever, we we project our consciousness onto that. So even if it's not already created in another dimension, we are creating it by paying our attention into it. And that's where, that non-linearity really shows you how the timelines are all interwoven, these dimensions are all interwoven. And one of the other things that they taught me about the process of dying, essentially, was that firstly, that haunting, when a spirit feels like it's stuck or left behind, this was one of the things that was quite hard for me to take, really, was that spirit that's left behind, it's like just the egoic layer, like a holographic kind of imprint of the personality. And that the soul doesn't get stuck and trapped. So when there's a ghost that's stuck in a building, yeah, that to a degree there is an energy stuck there. That's not like saying that that's not real. But they were kind of saying you don't need to worry so much that a soul is trapped, because the soul knows what to do. The soul will continue to the next incarnation. um it's just sometimes, if like the death, especially if the death has been traumatic, the energy, so like it's like it kind of separates a little bit. The ego is connected to the human experience, which is why that's the part that remains. um and because if the death has been traumatic, the next kind of experience, or the next frequency created, could be lower, because it's been created from a place of fear. So the reason for like releasing spirits, releasing that egoic layer, is almost so that it can kind of send the message back to the soul that actually you don't need to be in fear anymore. Let's go. We can move out of this and shift into a higher frequency.